Assalamu alaikum and good morning everyone. Hope you all are fit and fine. Today is your science class and this is your science book. Okay. And open the page number 13. Which page number have you will open? Page number 13. Okay. Now, today I'm going to explain the new lesson in science, adaptation in plants. Okay. Now, we know about it. Plants grow all over the world. So, some can survive in hot desert while some found in the colder region. So, we find different kinds of plants in different natural surroundings. So, plants develop each special features to adjust themselves to the surrounding. This process is known as adaptation. What this process is called? Adaptation. So, what plants develop special features to adjust themselves to the surrounding. This process is called, again I am just telling you, is known as adaptation. So, come on, there are basically two kinds. How many kinds? There are basically two kinds of plants. The first one is aquatic plant, then the second one is terrestrial plants. Okay, and aquatic, those which grow in water, and terrestrial, that is opposite one, those which grow on land. Now, come on the page number first, 13. This is your page number. Open this page number. Your heading is aquatic plants. Now, we know about it, those which grow in water. It's called aquatic plants. Okay, now they adapt themselves to make their food in water. So, we have aquatic plants maybe. So, free floating, the first one is a free floating. Now, I'm rubbing this one because right now I explain the aquatic plants. So, the first one is free floating. Okay, now these are not fixed to the soil. They are very light and float on the surface, and on the surface of water. You can see in the example, the first one, this page number, you can see these are the examples. Okay, these are the example: water poppy and duckweed. These plants use sunlight and carbon dioxide from the air to make food. They protect small water animals from the hot sun. Okay, these all, they both are the examples of free floating plants. Okay, now just turn the page number 14. This one, page number 14. Have you opened it? Now, then after this, underwater plants. Now, underwater plants. Okay. These are plants that live under the water. So, you can see what's examples of these. So, you can see in the example as well. These are the examples. Okay, now pondweed. These both are the examples of underwater plant. So they breathe through their body surface. These plants can the plants clean the water by removing carbon dioxide breathed out by aquatic animals. Okay, now you have to know the examples of the underwater plant. Underwater plant, these are plants that live under the water, and you will just you will read this paragraph as well, and you have to know the examples of this underwater plants. Okay, now come on the fixed plant, the another one. Okay, fixed plant, fixed plants. These plants have their root fixed in the soil. Okay, now at the bottom, and we also have the examples of fixed plants. The first one is water lily. You can see in the example, so you can easily water lily and now fixed plant. These plants have their roots fixed in the soil at the bottom. You can see in the examples as well. So the example first one is water lily, and that one is also the example of fixed plant. These plants have stomata on the surface of leaves, so that water does not block the pores. Now the last one is that emergent plants. So the emergent plant, emergent plants. Okay. These line the edge of the water body where the soil is soaked in the water. Means what the where the soil is soaked in the water, and the common these look like land plants. Common examples are, okay, this one, because we know about it, this line, the edge of the water body where the soil is soaked. Soil is soaked. Now this is the both are the examples of emergent plant. Pictorial bed or then the page that turn the page 15. Now terrestrial plant after the aquatic plant, and these are the after these headings: free water, free floating plant, underwater plants, fixed plants, emergent plant. You all hope you all all are getting the what is doing, what was it doing in the these headings. Now come on the terrestrial. After the aquatic, we have a terrestrial plants. Now terrestrial. Now what is terrestrial plants? As we know, terrestrial terrestrial plants. Oh, plants that grow on land. Okay, the we got what is terrestrial plants? Plants that grow on land is called terrestrial plants. Now we have they are of the following types. Now the first one is coniferous. Okay. Now we see these trees in cold and hilly places. These have needle-like leaves and they have cones instead of flowers. You can see in the example as well. These are the examples of this heading. Now the first one is pine tree. So they already have yes. Now these have needle leaves. You can see middle leaves and have cones instead of flowers, so they don't shade their leaves in winter. These are evergreen trees. These both are the examples of this heading. Now come on the this one, mangrove trees. Okay, after this we have a mangrove trees. Mangrove trees. Okay. What is mangrove tree? Okay, near the seashore where the rivers empty into the sea, like the marshy area, these places are hot and damp. The plants that grow here are called mangroves, and they are called breathing roots. What they are called? Breathing roots. Now you can see the example as well of this. This is the example. Now the mangrove tree, there are examples as we know, they are called breathing roots. Okay, you have to know. And then turn the page number 10. Turn the page number 10. Then we have a evergreen tea trees. After this, evergreen trees. Now evergreen evergreen trees. At other places near the coast, there are coconut trees, rubber trees, and fields of cotton and rice. So these plants have lots of leaves, but they don't shade them. Okay, so they remain green and are named the evergreen. You have to know why the evergreen. These plants have lots of trees. You can see in the picture as well. So you can easily you can easily get what's going on. Okay, these plants have lots of leaves. You can see, and but they don't shade them, so they remain green and are named the evergreen. Okay, there are coconut trees, rubber trees, and then the so on. Okay, now the come on the after this after the evergreen trees we have a deciduous trees now. Okay, after this, now, in the plains, the plant can bear the heat and give shade in summer, but they shade their leaves in winter. Such trees are called deciduous trees. Now we know about it. Evergreen. These plants have lots of trees, but they don't shade. Have you remember in evergreen? That's the reason so they remain green and are named evergreen. Now come on this one. The examples of deciduous. No. The first one is yes, this one, Gulmohar. When season changes, fresh new leaves appear. Okay, because we know about it, but they shed their leaves in winter. Okay, and this is how they adapt themselves and survive when the season changes. Fresh new leaves appear. The both are the examples of this heading. Now come on the desert plants. After this. Desert plants. Okay. Now, the desert areas are covered with sand. Okay, those those deserts areas that get a little rainfall have few plants, and these plants live on very little water and store what they get. So you also have the example as well of this deserts plant. The first one is cactus. Okay, and this one is also the example. These plants have a green fleshy stem. The stem stores food and water. Now turn the page number 17. After the terrestrial and the remaining headings, we have a insectivorous plants. Now after this, after terrestrial and all these headings, we have a insectivorous. Okay. Insectivorous plants. Okay. Now, some plants grow in soil which is poor in minerals. So they eat insects to get enough nutrition. The examples you can see they both are the examples. Venus flytrap. This both are the examples of insectivorous. Venus flytrap. Okay, so how they get enough nutrition? So they eat insects. You can see in this. So they eat insects to get enough nutrition. Okay, the leaves of the Venus flytrap are like trap. You can see in the picture. The animal is here, and you can see in the picture what's going on. Okay, now come on the after this plants of the grass family. Plants of the grass family. Okay. Okay. Now cereals like wheat, rice belong to the grass family. So on the grass belongs to the grass family. These plants are useful to us in many ways. They provide food to human beings and animals. Now dried grasses are used as packing material. So you can read the remaining one points of the plants of the grass family. These are the plants and are uses to us in many ways. These are the points you have to read it. Okay, what's going on and how these plants are useful to us in many ways, and these are the example as well. And then the page number after this, you can also you can read the remember as well. Plants grow everywhere, be it land or water. Aquatic plants are plants that live in water. They can be fully underwater, fixed, free floating, or emergent. Plants that grow on land are called terrestrial plants. Then the remaining you will read it. Insectivorous, we know about it. Plants grow in cold areas, marshy areas, coastal areas, plains, and deserts. Insectivorous plants eat insects to get nutrition. And plants of the grass family are useful in many ways. Now turn the page number 19. This one, fill in the blanks. Dash trees useful grow in the plants. So you will write over here which one will you will write. Dash plants are not fixed to the soil. So you will write by yourself. First you will read the whole chapter by yourself. Then you will fill up these blanks. A pine tree is a dash type of evergreen tree. The plants that grow in a desert are dash and dell. They both are asking other examples. Dash grow in marshy areas. As we know, they're called breathing root as well. You can just turn the page when you will read this chapter. This one. So you can see that they are called breathing roots. Okay, mangrove. Now, after this, dash trees shed their leaves with the change of season, because we know about it. Few trees they don't shed. So, but you will write okay, which tree shed their leaves when the season change. Come on the true false. Then we have this one. The first one is a true or false. You will just read the chapter and you will just find out okay, which I will write the true or false. Cotton and rice plants are found in hilly areas. Right over here is a true or false. Now then the remaining one, true false, you will solve it by yourself. Okay, plants of the grass family are no of use. I have just told you how many uses we have, and I have just told you you read the remaining ways how to use it. So you will write if you are thinking plants of grass family are of no use, so you will write false. Otherwise you will write true. It depends on you. Mangrove trees have breathing roots. I have just told you, repeat and repeat. I have just told you in the lecture, and I repeat again and again. Mangrove trees have breathing roots. So you will write over here true or false. The remaining one you will also read it and solve right over here. Now give two examples of each heading. Each means we have a free floating. So I have just told you the examples of over here. You will write any two examples over here. Underwater plants examples, then insectivorous plants example as well, and mangroves examples, deserts examples right over here. Flip and then after this the remaining one you will write the examples of each heading. Two examples. You have to just write the two examples because they were just asking about the give two examples of each. Okay, now they both and turn the page number 20. The remaining bookwork is match the following. Now we have the word and you will match with it. Okay, this one coniferous trees are evergreen, so you will match with the evergreen. Otherwise you are thinking with the marshy area, so you will match with the marshy area. But you have to just solve this by yourself. Don't just follow it. You have to, this is I am just giving the sample how will you solve, but you have to just read the lesson, read the topic by yourself, and you will solve it by yourself. Emerging plants, now you will write over here which will be, you will match with it. Mangroves if you are thinking in marshy areas, so you will match with it. Then prickly, now you have another remaining one, river trees and the insectivorous, you will match by yourself. Before first what you will do, read the lesson. Okay, now after this, is there any confusion in this topic adaptation in plants? You can ask through WhatsApp. We can give the reply as soon as possible. And take care and Allah Hafiz.